screen and hear me clearly? Great. Looks like everything is working. Thanks, everyone, for confirmation. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar, Creating Recurring Revenue with Infrascale in Australia. My name is Carla Federico, and I'm the Online Marketing Manager here at Infrascale. And I'll be sending you a copy of this presentation as well as a video recording afterwards. So you will have that in your inbox shortly. So let's take a look at the agenda for today's webinar. We're going to cover an Infrascale overview, our company, and our platform. We're also going to talk about Infrascale's technology and what it can do for you and your business. We'll then cover security and encryption, as well as current cloud industry trends and Infrascale products, how these can create revenue for you. We'll talk about controlling your accounts within the dashboard, and then finally we'll talk about partnership opportunities. If you have any questions as we go along, please type them into the question tool, and I'll try to get to them right away if possible. If we run out of time, I'll definitely have email follow-up for those questions for you. So let's start with Infrascale, our company and our platform. So Infrascale is a leading provider of ultra-secure cloud-based backup, as well as data protection and collaboration software and services. We started in Australia in 2005. Now we're headquartered in Los Angeles, California, with 11 global data center facilities, and they're all committed to the highest level of security available. We are providing secure cloud solutions to over 1,000 MSP partners across the globe, and in turn, they're protecting millions of endpoints, and we're protecting billions of devices worldwide. Our cloud storage platform is simple, secure, and scalable, and it enables service providers like yourself to deploy one single platform solution to solve 3 separate use cases. Infrascale's award-winning backup solution is 4-time winner of PCMag Editor's Choice, and our file sharing solution has been recognized as the trendsetter in the industry by Infotech Research Group. Oops, looks like I skipped a slide. Let me jump back here. There we go. So what you see on your screen now is Infrascale's platform, and there are 3 key pieces to this platform. All of our technology solutions offer end-to-end encryption and true privacy built in for security. So we're providing, firstly, FileLocker, which is secure file sharing and collaboration, SOS Business, which is a secure online backup and storage solution for servers and applications, and NGuard, which is secure endpoint protection and device management. So Infrascale offers one platform that you can adopt for all of your customers' file sharing, backup, and data protection needs. So we're making cloud storage easy, secure, and inexpensive for all of our customers. Now let's take a look at hosting and what you can do with all of these technologies when you use it all together. So along the top, you see your hosting options available with Infrascale. When you're working with us, you have 3 hosting options: your cloud, our cloud, or any cloud. Meaning, you can deploy these services on your own cloud if you have your own data center or racks in a co-location facility and you want to run our software on your infrastructure. Or you can buy our software and deploy it through third-party infrastructure such as Microsoft Azure or Amazon Web Services. And you can also opt to have data come to the Infrascale cloud, selecting from one of our 11 secure data centers located around the world. You choose where your customer's data lives. Then at the heart of it all is the Infrascale dashboard, where you can manage all of your downstream customers and drive your business from one pane of glass that's going to give you management and visibility on your entire business. You can provision, deploy, report, and control it all through our SaaS management console. And what are you managing? You're managing cloud backup and bare metal imaging for file servers, Exchange servers, and SQL servers. Your multi-platform endpoint backup for laptops or mobile devices, as well as sync and share to the cloud, and all with mobile data access and data loss prevention built in. So Infrascale is a comprehensive platform with the ability and flexibility of a full range of services, and it's all simple and easy to manage with true security built in. And what do I mean by true security? So this is our encryption system. Infrascale enables compliance with HIPAA and other government regulations using a 3-tiered encryption system for the ultimate safety and security. So you see here similar tools along the bottom take raw files and send them to the cloud, simply encrypting them in the cloud alone. Well, the problem with this is that the data is still easily accessible. A single layer of encryption is just simply not enough. Infrascale's ultra-safe option is NSA certified for top secret government data, and this military-grade encryption system means that data is encrypted locally, in transit, and then encrypted at rest in the data center. So this actually keeps your data private and means that only you and only authorized users of that data can get access to it. So this is delivering the highest level of backup data security available. We're utilizing a 256-bit AES encryption system, and UltraSafe delivers zero knowledge, or also referred to as double-blind encryption. So with UltraSafe, no one but that account holder has the keys to unlock the stored data. Whereas the operators of most backup cloud solutions, they do have the ability to access your data. With Infrascale, even our employees cannot access or decrypt data stored on its cloud. So when data does need to be deleted, secure multipath delete is utilized to ensure that data is completely and safely destroyed. Now, it's important for customers to know where their data is going, and it's important for you as a service provider to be able to choose where to host your customer data. So Infrascale offers our partners these global points of presence known as the Infrascale Cloud. And these data centers are all Tier 3 and Tier 4 U.S. military-grade facilities. So these facilities, the features of these facilities are including physical security. We have on-site monitoring 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. Power supplies from 2 or more different power suppliers, as well as on-site generators with reserve fuel supplies. Redundant connections to the public internet, redundant cooling systems, and automated fire suppression systems. And also, Infrascale stores data redundantly within the data center or off-site, simply depending on your deployment type. So you can choose from any of these data centers. You see that we have data centers located in Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas, Louisville, Johannesburg, and London and Melbourne. Now let's take a look at the opportunity you have with cloud storage and some of the trends happening in the industry. So endpoint protection is becoming more critically important because there's more data from businesses stored on endpoints than there is now on servers. Up to 60% of critical business data is sitting on endpoints, endpoints being laptops, tablets, mobile phones, smartphones. And endpoints now are devices that are used to create data, yet they're by nature the most fragile and among the highest risk for data loss. They can be very easily stolen, broken, or lost. So service providers now need more than ever of a solution that can safeguard their customers' data everywhere it lives, on laptops, on tablets, and on smartphones. Also a user-friendly solution to centrally manage and protect data and devices that are corporate or BYOD, meaning bring your own device. Up to 80% of BYOD activity is currently going unmanaged, and the productivity and convenience of new devices has really forced the market to a tipping point. So not only is BYOD growing rapidly and bringing increased variety and quantity of devices, but with the mobile workforce, you need to be able to protect your customers' entire business, meaning endpoints and servers. 24% of consumers are currently using a smartphone or a tablet as their primary work-related computing device. So what does that tell us? Service providers now must embrace BYOD and face the endpoint issue, or you'll risk the loss or leak of corporate intellectual property. So in combination with a collaboration tool, not only will employee productivity increase, but it will also bring about true data security as well. Now, what else do we know about what's driving these trends? Well, the official acceptance of BYOD is leading to more proliferation of devices in corporate environments. So whereas data protection used to be relatively simple, it's changed in the past few years. And leaving endpoints exposed simply isn't an option. If you do that, your customers are at risk and their data is at risk. Yet you as their service provider are responsible for that data. So you're really not doing your job properly if you're putting a backup solution in place that's not designed to handle endpoints. So to support endpoints properly, you need a solution that's built to support it. Endpoint backup inherently requires a different strategy and different tool set than traditional backup. So you need a native cloud solution, which Infrascale was born to do. So let's look at our newest offering, Endguard. Endguard is an endpoint data protection and device management tool. It has features like intelligent mass deployment, advanced analytics, it has device geo-tracking, and remote wipe. So what does this mean for you as a service provider? Well, with Endguard, you have an easy-to-manage and easy-to-use solution that combines mobile device management with endpoint cloud backup. So in other words, it's a tool that allows you and your customers to safely embrace BYOD. People also often think that MDM, or mobile device management, is a separate category, but we've built MDM into the Endguard product. So Endguard is both endpoint backup and device management. And whereas you generally have to buy an MDM product separately, we've just built a lot of these features right into the Endguard product. So we've allowed you a solution that's easy to use and enables productivity. That way, companies can safely embrace BYOD as well as backup and still do things like remotely wipe a device. Now, Infrascale's cloud backup. We deliver a powerful cloud backup designed to protect the business's mission-critical data that's stored on company servers. So data protection and disaster recovery for servers and applications. You can back up any file or folder on standard Windows machines or Macs and restore to any machine. Infrascale provides complete cloud server backup with native Exchange and native SQL Server backup and recovery, bare metal backup and recovery, and Exchange granular recovery, with transactionally consistent backups as opposed to crash consistent backups. So transactionally consistent bare metal backup software talks to the server and ensures that it's done transferring. Then, only then it will take the bare metal image, so that the data will only be backed up once it's done transferring. So you can provide disaster recovery to your customers with bare metal backups, restoring data to dissimilar hardware or to a virtual machine, and low RTO, or recovery time objectives, and low RPO, or recovery point objectives, are going to ensure that your customer is up and running quickly in the event of any disaster or in the event of a major data loss. Infrascale also allows you to access 5 Exchange granular recovery licenses, each with recovery of up to 50 mailboxes. Our EGR allows you to recover an entire database down to mailbox level and preview each message for search and recovery. And this is not a common EGR feature with other solutions. Taking a look at file sharing, Infrascale's file sharing solves a very critical business problem of employees using free file sharing tools that leave files unencrypted and vulnerable to security breach. So this problem has resulted in over 50% of firms blacklisting free file sharing tools within their organization. And that's why we introduced FileLocker, which is a truly secure and scalable collaboration tool for organizations. Now, what does that mean? Well, it allows users to access all their data across all their devices, and it allows sharing of that data with colleagues and coworkers. So it's not only an online file sharing solution, but also a sync tool as well as a team collaboration software, and it works across all devices. So with FileLocker, we offer 3 main applications. Firstly is a web app, and that holds all files and folders online. Everything that's being shared with colleagues is there. Secondly is a desktop app that allows you to select which files and folders you sync to the cloud, and whatever's put in that sync folder is going to go directly to the cloud. As many as you want can be synced. Thirdly is a mobile app, and that allows access on the go to any file from any device. And that's including iPhones, iPads, Androids, and Windows phones. So your customers can preview, download, share, or edit files from anywhere in the world, and you do that within FileLocker. So there's not even any need to open or even access any other applications, like maybe Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. So Infrascale's file sharing through FileLocker technology offers ease of use in file sharing without sacrificing any data security. That's the exact purpose and how it was originally built. It also offers a SharePoint integration to seamlessly connect with any organization. Let's take a look now at the Infrascale dashboard. So the dashboard is a tool that we give to all our partners to manage their business. And it's providing you with usage activity and alerts. It provides you with reporting and monitoring. So this is dramatically simplifying management of large numbers of downstream customers. And with the alerts, you quickly get a snapshot of which customers need attention and why. Again, you can manage this data in the cloud. So with flexible hosting options, you also have access to Infrascale data center options worldwide. So hosting available in your cloud, our cloud, or any cloud. Now in the Endguard dashboard, many individuals are using more than one device. I'm using a laptop and a smartphone and a tablet. So Endguard manages per device, and we've built in consistent real-time control of these devices through your management console. And because your dashboard's in the cloud, you can log into it from anywhere and you can use it anytime. With analytics, you have access to user-level analytics and warnings across all of your protected devices. So here you get detailed device information. You can run a backup or remotely wipe a device. And as we build out our features more, you can currently geolocate, and you'll also be able to add additional features like geofencing. So what's geofencing? Well, this is a feature that is going to allow you to implement policies and implement rules on what specific geographic regions and locations are or are not accessible with any particular endpoint. So an example of a geofencing policy could say that if a laptop is located in Australia, then allow it to access the entire system. If that laptop, however, shows up in North America, then block access to the system and trigger a remote wipe. So it's a really powerful tool, and this analytics section is giving you proactive warnings and giving you push notifications that you can export to Excel for data manipulation and shared reporting as well. So lots of visibility on the tool. Now here's the device management dashboard, and as I mentioned, EndGuard allows you to manage per device. Your data loss prevention section is going to allow you to get specific device info, and this is where you remotely locate or wipe a device, and this is real-time device management and control. Then you also have a device map. This is one easy overview of where your devices are located and how many devices are in each location. That can all be found within your device map, and then you can drill down within the map to pinpoint exact locations within a city. Now here's where you build an MSI. So the biggest problem with deployment is getting it installed across all your devices. So what we set out to do here is build a flexible and intelligent MSI wizard for mass deployment. This wizard has an Active Directory integration, and it runs silently, so completely transparent to the end user. It's as simple as going into Active Directory, drag your MSI into group policy, and that gets your mass deployment started. When you're building out your MSI here, you can decide what you want to back up and when. So you can see here on your screen, you set a date to expire, so that you set the amount of time that you're allowing for your deployment. And when you build this MSI out, you get a simple package created so that the next time any of your users log into their computer, the Infrascale MSI is going to detect that that user's logged in, and it'll verify with the cloud that that user exists. If it does, it'll automatically start the backup. If not, it will simply create the account on the fly, set up the backups, and apply the policies assigned. Since it runs silently, the end user probably won't even know it's installed and running. But at the same time, you can deploy it as user visible for the IT manager or any user who would need access to that. Now, the data discovery engine makes protecting data simple. So in setting up your backup policies within the dashboard, you choose which type of files to back up, you set the backup schedule, and you assign the frequency. So you can control all the policies, which means you can override a customer's policy here if need be as well. And then when it comes time to recovery, task delegation allows the admin to give certain users access for recovery as needed. And you use the calendar to search for backups and recover by date, by size, or by file name. Again, the operation of the entire system runs silently, so users won't need to be aware that it's running, but it's visible to the IT team that manages it. And don't forget about accessibility and recovery to data from mobile devices. See a couple Androids on your screen here. And we offer incredibly powerful backup that runs on a schedule, backs up everything on the device, and offers really robust data compression when it comes to Android. iPhone access includes backup for videos, for photos, and for contacts. So you're truly offering a really powerful backup and recovery tool for all your customers' needs. Now, with Infrascale Partnership, Infrascale is truly offering complete data security and protection. You're protecting your customers from the risks associated with potential loss or damage of endpoints containing corporate data, and you're protecting the servers that hold the business's mission-critical data. You're also enabling productivity, and you have a simplified central management dashboard to control your business. So essentially, we're trying to simplify data protection, remove complexity, put everything in the cloud, and make it secure. And then we give you one central dashboard to manage everything. You set your own margin, and you generate recurring revenue through your customers. And we have additional offerings with the Infrascale Cloud Platform. So in addition to the comprehensive backup and recovery and your partner dashboard, we have much more to offer for our partners. We have partner rebranding. So Infrascale is a completely white label solution, allowing you to stay top of mind with your customers. It fully integrates with your business, and your rebranding features are located right in your dashboard for easy setting. We have Partner Pro support. Infrascale offers support 7 days a week via phone, chat, and submitting a ticket online. We also offer knowledge base articles for information to partners through our support portal. Our Partner Success Program gets you up and running very quickly. We provide you with a Partner Resource Center for sales and marketing tools, a dedicated account manager, and training presentations available to you on a weekly basis. And finally, partnership starts with 1 terabyte of cloud storage space for all our partners. Now, I'd like to give you a show of the live dashboard as well as the Partner Resource Center and our blog if you'd like to stay up to date on all of our releases and product info. But before that, I'd like to offer everyone a free trial for joining us today. So I very much appreciate your time with joining us for this webinar. And you're able to get started with a free trial today. You have a question tool that you can use to simply type into me and let me know if you'd like me to get you set up with one of those free trials. So let me open up that question tool here. And Sean, I see your question. Sean says, sorry, I got disconnected. Are these slides available after the meeting? So Sean, yes, I'm going to be sending a copy of the presentation as well as a replay of this video. So you'll have that in your inbox. And now I'm seeing quite a few messages come through for those of you who'd like the trial set up today. So I am seeing those notes. I will get you set up. Question came up of starting the trial next week versus starting the trial today. That's not a problem. We'll get you set up with that as well. And I don't see too many questions that came through. I see thank you for the presentation. It was very informative. You're very welcome. And I see a couple other messages for the trial. So I'll definitely get you set up with that trial. If you wanted to start the trial at a later time or after this webinar presentation, you need to get a hold of us. You can always contact your sales director, your partner specialist, Matt Love, and his phone number and contact info is here. Again, I'll be sending you a copy of this, so you'll have that on file. And I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I do want to be respectful of the time that I promised here. So if you need to get going, not a problem. But I'll stay a few minutes and answer any questions that might come up for those of you who are able to stay. So aside from that, for those of you who do need to get going, thank you so much for your time today and looking forward to future partnership. Thanks.